AITAH for contacting my ex's fiancé without his consent, I, 30F, was engaged to Lucas, 32M, 4 years ago. Our relationship ended for a number of reasons, but we had been together since high school. We did not have the best ending, and there was a lot of hurt. I moved across the country when I moved out of our shared home. We cut contact following our split and have remained no contact ever since. We have mutual friends still, so I occasionally receive updates about his life, and I am sure he receives the same. Years ago, Lucas's mother, Taylor, passed away after a long illness, and because we were engaged, Taylor had given me a letter and a wrapped gift that she wanted me to give to Lucas on our wedding day. It was not specific to our wedding day, but since she knew she would not be there, she decided I should be the one to do it. She asked me to just keep it between us. She did not want her ex-husband or other kids to know. 8 months later, when we actually called off the wedding, I had forgotten about these items as I had stored them in my childhood bedroom for safekeeping, and in the midst of moving across the country, I left the items behind, which I am aware was careless. Fast forward to now, and I recently learned that Lucas is engaged to Olivia, and 30s, and my first thought was that I am really happy for them and wish them all the best. I then was thinking about our canceled wedding and his mom. I really loved her like a second mom, and I was struck with the sinking feeling that I still had the letter and gift from her, and that I had never returned it to the family. I then remembered Taylor asking me not to share it with her other children, or ex-husband, and while I was unsure of the exact reason, I think it is because she had done the same for her other children, but I am not sure who is holding on to their letters and gifts. I brought it up to my husband and explained how guilty I felt about still having these things, and I just did not know what to do. Together we talked through all the different options I could have called him, but felt it would ruin the surprise on the actual wedding day, which is what his mom wanted. I could have contacted a sibling, but then I feel like it would have ruined their surprise since they are not married yet. I thought about relatives, but I just don't know who. I settled on Olivia. It just felt right that Taylor wanted it to come from his soon-to-be wife. I reached out to her via social media DM and wrote her an extensive letter detailing what I have stated above. I told her she could do with this information what she wanted, but that would be in my hometown next month, and would love to get these items to her. Apparently, this was the wrong thing to do. She told Lucas about my message, and he is pissed that I reached out to her. He says I have no business contacting his fiancé. I am torn now because I was honestly trying to honor his mother's wishes and return the items to their rightful owner. I really felt like I was doing the right thing for everyone, in case anyone is interested in an update to this story. So I heard from Lucas again over the weekend, but this time it was a phone call, which I was very surprised about. We have not spoken a word to each other since the day we broke up. Well, he was at a get-together with friends on Saturday, and he was still pretty angry about my reaching out to Olivia. He was telling some of the partygoers about the interaction, and that I should have never reached out to her. The following is what he told me about their reaction to the conversation. I guess the people he was talking to, not friends I have kept in touch with, thought that he was overreacting. They told him that it sounded like I was trying to fix a mistake that I made and did not mean any harm. So then his best friend, Connor, asked him why he was really angry. Lucas said this got him thinking about his reasoning, and he realized he wasn't actually mad about my contact with Olivia, but the fact that 4 years ago I actually moved and cut contact. He said that when he decided not to move, he was sure I would change my mind, and that when I left it was a total shock to his system, and he was really angry with me. I acknowledged that the way I left was terrible, but also implored him to take responsibility that he completely blindsided me and left me with very few options. He apologized for this, and for his anger, and I apologized for leaving and cutting contact. I let him know the dates I will be in town, and I would happily send the items to them if he gave me his address. Instead, he asked if he could come to pick them up, which I said is fine. Overall, it was a good conversation that I am glad we had. I doubt we will ever be friends, but I am glad we seem to be at peace with each other.